HD collection.
Devil May Cry. 規則。
この戦い、グレーレ当たれ、集え暁の光、翼よ羽ばたけ、行け紅蓮のように咲き乱れろ。彼方まで超えゆけ。
もう死は恐れない。命がけで行くぞ。
私に任せてください。
道を切り開く。もう死は恐れない。
当たれ、集え暁の光、翼よ羽ばたけ。当たれ、紅蓮のように咲き乱れろ。進みましょう。降りかかる苦難が全てなくなるまで。 グレンは咲き乱れています。容赦しませんよ。私の剣の炎は全ての障害を焼き尽くします。私もいけます。
これだけですか。
戦闘終了。お次の戦闘は何ですか？
Oh, don't feel bad. Didn't ghost me. Yeah, I'm just having a rough night. I just need some company, but work is more important. Trust me.
滅びなさい。
Just having a rough night with my mind. I haven't slept. It's all good, man.
懺悔しなさい。主は許す。懺悔しなさい。主の覚悟があらんことを。主は許しません。あいつ型。了解です。どこ見てんだよ。全部消え失せろ。滅びなさい。主は許します。懺悔しなさい。いい戦いでしたね。
Yeah, I wish I could still play that game. Got forcibly removed from that game. Forcibly removed. Cannot play anymore.
滅びなさい。
I lost my money.
主の覚悟があらんことを。懺悔しなさい。懺悔しなさい。主の覚悟があらんことを。滅びなさい。滅びなさい。懺悔しなさい。滅びなさい。懺悔しなさい。主のご加護があらんことを。懺悔しなさい。懺悔しなさい。いい戦いでしたね。
No, you have nothing to apologize for. Life doesn't revolve around me. You might be in my streams like frame 1 every time I turn the stream on, even before I did the notifications, but your life does not revolve around me. If you're busy, you're busy. I have to tell the same thing to Scott, man, you know? sometimes he doesn't understand that I don't answer the phone. It's like, well, you know, I wasn't looking at the phone, or I had it on silent, or I, you know, was eating or something. It's all good.
滅びなさい。
Don't worry about it.
主は許しません。
He did nothing
情
wrong.
けないやつ。楽しんでくるとする。いい戦いでしたね。みんなを守る。大丈夫です。もっと来てよ。私の邪魔をするなんて。滅びなさい。みんなを守る。やってみせる。了解。情けないよ。楽しんでくれとする。私がいる場所が戦場よ。滅びなさい。いい戦いでしたね。みんなを守る。やってみせる。了解です。私について恐れることは全てを変え。もっと来てよ。感謝しなさい。情けないわ。楽しんでくるとするわ。人事がつく。証明。もっと来てよ。私がいる場所が戦場よ。いい戦いでしたね。この戦い、私を楽しませてほしいものね。その全力でかかって風より解かれし力、我が刃と化せ。次に向かうわよ。この勝利が終幕ではないわ。この戦い、私を楽しませてほしいものね。へえ、当たりよーく見ててね。楽勝楽勝、オールクリア。運命は全部ナナミ自身が決めるんだ。この戦い、私を楽しませてほしいものね。全力でかかってきなさい。風より解かれし力、 我が刃と勝て。歯応えないわ。次に向かうわな。この勝利が終幕ではないわ。この左腕の本当の力を知りたい。そうね、ここを灰にしても構わないなら。
今回
はい。
Yeah, I did. It's really cool. Thank you for posting that. Yeah. Isn't that game weird? How it's like... It's got the whole free to start thing that
この戦い
DFO has, but then you can't buy storage, so I don't understand what that accomplishes, because, you know, it's not... There's no solution being sold to you, right? It doesn't make any sense.
私の動きをしっかり見
Storage space in that game is offensively small for how much junk you get and how there's 4 classes. Eventually it just gets to the point where it's unusable. It's like Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 was like that.
Team work ですか
Yeah, I've been told by people that eventually in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 you can't play it because it gives you too many gear pieces you can't disassemble. I believe it. That game had the worst inventory management I've ever seen. And I've played a lot of games with trash loots. That one takes the cake. these. There's so many of these I never bothered doing. I guess this this pack is worth it because you get 3 USBs, and then you get three characters worth of resonance materials. That's worth. How much is that? Like played this game for so long, I don't remember how much stuff costs. Oh, it's like 15 bucks. No, to be exact, it's like 12 bucks. Oh, I'm not doing that right now. Time gated. Yeah, Towerborn inventory management is terrible. It commits all the sins of that a loot game should not, which is give you no space and then getting rid of it takes too long. The menu to disassemble is so laggy and unresponsive. They really need to improve that. If they're not gonna budge on giving you more space or like sell space to you, they need to desperately do that. Because that's the thing that people hate. Inventory management can be, like, really painless. Like in the Team Ninja games, you can get rid of it in, like, a couple button presses. And they give you so much space that, unless you're a mega pack rat or you play for, like, hundreds of hours, you won't run out. And you get good materials for doing it. Also, the menu is really responsive. Towerborn doesn't do any of those things. They only give you like 80 slots. And when you get like 10 new pieces of gear every time you clear a map, which is like every few minutes. You can only play, realistically, you can only play that game for like maybe an hour tops without having to do inventory management. And then you have to sit through 2 load screens and then go through an incredibly laggy menu to get rid of it. And the stuff that you get from it is mostly useless. I don't know, the currency in that game is really poorly balanced, because at the beginning of the game you don't have enough of it, and at the end of the game you have more than you can ever use, because you're disassembling so many tier 5 items. I really think they're scared to charge for storage space, but it's very apparent that that's what they're planning to do. It's painfully apparent that that's how they're planning to solve it, but they like don't want to do it right away because then people will complain it's pay to win. I'm like, well, honestly, if the inventory management is going to be that painful to do and you have to do it so frequently because you have so little space, I personally don't mind giving them $5-10 in donations to not have to do it so much. At least until they improve the whole process so that it's not so painful. But I don't know, it doesn't seem like they're really prioritizing that right now. You can't just have like so much loot and then make it such a chore to get rid of it and have it not give you anything useful. Like, that's the other thing too.
少し休憩します。気をつけて進みましょう。お守りを手に入れました。お守りを拾いました。無傷です。お守りを拾いました。戦闘最強。 波を切り裂き触手を断ち切る。百剣流、ここに妖魔を重複。砂浜を通過中です。体に染み渡ります。気をつけて進む必要があります。栄養補給が必要です。休憩終了です。出発しましょう。指一本も触れさせません。初めてこんなに村から離れた場所に。
How much were they expecting? How much were they honestly expecting? They have infinite money. That sounds like Capcom, Ubisoft kind of stuff. It sounds like millions of copies and they're still not happy. I mean, it reviewed very well, and most of the Souls community really liked it. I'd say that's a success enough. Game undeniably has less content than its inspiration, so I can see that being a pain point for some people, even myself. We only have 3 weapon types, and one of them is a great sword. I'm not like super enthused about that. You can always put it in a humble bundle, get their money back. Balls in their court. I honestly don't know what they were expecting for a new IP. Most people that are playing the game don't care about, they don't even know what DFO is. DFO is not a well-known game anymore, so at least not over here. In their native country, yes. China, yes. Japan to a much smaller extent. Although my companies expect new IPs to do so well. Expedition 33 is an exception, not the norm. The game is from an unproven studio, completely new IP. It has nothing to do with, you know, any existing franchise. Most games aren't like that. Established franchises is always going to sell more than something new. Kazan, for all intents and purposes, is a new IP. So far, disconnected from what DFO is. The gameplay and how far back in the timeline it is, too. Guarantee you, most of the sales of that game were people who just wanted a Souls-like. They don't even know what DFO is. I would assume that, considering that, it did well, but they were expecting Elden Ring numbers. That's just straight criminal. They have to build the brand first. It's no different than the League of Legends games. There's been a couple, like, side League of Legends games that they've made the past couple years, and, like, none of them are, like, blockbusters. But the point is to, like, raise the recognition of the brand, because they're planning to, you know, do more with it outside of the main game. That just reeks of, you know, just like people who buy, like, a $3,000 computer and all this equipment to make videos on here and they expect to make it back. It's like, well, if you invest that much money, realistically, you're probably not going to make it back. I mean, there's always a chance, but, you know, you don't invest that much unless you're okay with not getting it back. And that's kind of what they seem to be doing. It got good reviews. A large chunk of the Souls community played it to completion without being sponsored. A lot of them did get sponsorships for that game, and they still kept playing it. That's testament to its quality, because most of the time when people get sponsored for something and they're not feeling it, they stop playing immediately. I think it served its purpose. How much does it even really matter? Because Overkill is vaporware. It's been vaporware. The game before it, BBQ, was also vaporware and then comboed into a full cancellation. They're not doing the right things to make people care about the brand. Kazan is a good step. First step. You cancel the games that are like more accessible because they're not 20 years old. DFO just can't be made accessible. It's just too old. But like the League of Legends games, they don't really seem to be expecting high sales from those. That's the thing. Like they're meant to increase the brand recognition. They're not meant to be the next Expedition 33. I don't know. It's delusion, if you ask me. Expect that game to make Elden Ring numbers. It did pretty well on Steam from what I saw. Like 20,000 concurrent players on the first day for what's essentially a new IP. That's pretty good. I can't have possibly like spent that much money making that game. So I really don't know like what it is that they're expecting. Like, the budget's probably more in line with a non-Rise of the Ronin Team Ninja RPG than something like, you know, an Elden Ring, which is, like, way more expensive to make, produce. There's like, what, like 3 or 4 League of Legends games now. I never hear anyone talk about them, but I know they're still moving forward with 2XKO. They're serious about expanding the brand. Even if League was not a toxicity cesspool, it's still like a 15-year-old game at this point. There's just not going to be that many new people wanting to play something like that. The barrier of entry is too high. Which is exactly the problem with what the heck? Guess I missed one. Oh well. I don't know, it's like if you make a new IP, you can't expect it to be as successful as whatever it's inspired by. That just doesn't happen. The closest anyone's gotten to FromSoft numbers is pretty much just Team Ninja. The first 2 Neo games did very well. Especially having, like, a way lower budget than their inspiration. So I don't know what the hell Neopolis is expecting. Like I said, it's like when people fall for those videos where people tell them they can make a living doing content creation. They go spend like an insane amount of money, which is not wise. I would never recommend anyone to do that. Unless you're okay with, like, you know, you might not get this back. In fact, you have a higher chance of not getting it back than actually getting any kind of return. There's plenty of people who do that. Like, honestly, just start out with the Steam Deck. Start out with a PS4 and or a PS5 now and a YouTube account or a Twitch account. Don't go buy like a $3,000 computer and expect it to make you any profit. You know, this channel doesn't make much, obviously, but it makes enough to, you know, I've been paying it off in installments, and it'll pay for itself, but Neopal doesn't seem to understand that. Let's look right now. How much? What was the concurrent player base for Kazan on release? What was the top concurrent player base? I'm curious. They had a peak of 32K players and they're complaining? That's more than Doom Eternal right now. Not Doom Eternal, but Doom the Dark Ages. What? Look at this. What the hell are they complaining about? Look at this. 32K top concurrent players at launch. And like, look at Doom the Dark Ages right now. It has more concurrent player records than Doom the Dark Ages, which is like a mainstream thing. Like, way more budget went into this game. And Kazan actually did better. And like, it's not going to get any higher than this unless they start doing like a 75% discount in a couple years. And then you have to factor in that like the game probably did pretty well on console. I'm genuinely confused at what it is they're expecting. That's pretty respectable. I just proved right there. It has like 3,000 more concurrent player base, top concurrent players than Doom the Dark Ages, which just came out like a couple days ago, earlier in the week. It's way more mainstream genre, established franchise that's like 32 years old. I don't know, man. I think they need to temper their expectations a little bit. Like, the references to the stuff in DFO doesn't even matter unless you played the game. It functions as a new IP, pretty much. Like, yeah, it is in the DFO universe, but you can play the game and never play DFO and you would not even know or care. Whatever, man. They're still making content for it, so I guess that's got to mean something. But yeah, I'm confused at what the hell it is that they want. It's very much like people who fall for those videos. Spend like 5K on a esports computer and then, you know, they don't make it back in a year. I'm like, yeah, realistically you won't. Unless you get extremely lucky, you will not make that money back. That's why you start small. And it seems like they did that with the game too, because it's like a Team Ninja budget for that game. It's nowhere near FromSoft. They clearly kept the budget in check. Oh well. People people in charge of those decisions have the most delusional expectations. A game can be considered a failure even if it makes money. There's like no CG cutscenes in that game. Everything is in engine. They have most of the like stuff that you would expect to be like high effort. It's all like animated with drawings. Like the game is pretty much strictly gameplay. They didn't waste a lot of time with stuff that's wasteful and doesn't make the game better. Alright, well I'm going to try to get some rest. I should be back later. I'll play some more DMC 3 and Yasha probably later. And then also Either Gazer Homework. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching this. Well, it's not even really ass o'clock. It's almost 6 a.m. But I should seriously get some sleep because I have a lunch thing I do. They stop it at 2. Well, if I go to bed now, I'll probably have a good chance of getting up for that. I'll see you guys later. Good night, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So used to saying good night. Good morning, everybody. I'll see you later. Probably a couple